and loot, our quest begun in lands uncharted under the sun. With dice in hand, our fate will mold in the tapestry of tales, our stories told. Trials dire and treasures untold. Together we stand brave and bold.
Welcome to 93 Fuck Hard Fuck Radio.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Fuck are
There was just random like
I
sounds.
like that. What?
Is this part of the GTA 6 radio station?
No, that's like a. I know it's like a meme. Where it's like what guys on the blue collar work site listen to, and you're like, and it's like, welcome to 93 Fuck.
It just
That's
sounds like
it.
something that.
Oh my god!
Did you ever play Vice City and listen to the radio?
Oh yeah, it's
I hear them on TikTok.
That's
I get,
the
like, TikTok
best.
skits of them, and they're so
Yeah,
fucking
that's
funny.
like that's
Maurice
like
Chavez from VCPR was like peak GTA radio.
What did they talk about?
Oh, there's I don't even know where to begin, but there's like a little kid. They're talking about I think a show or a movie, and it's this little kid body, but he's like, how many times do I have to fucking tell you I'm a 43-year-old investment banker? And it's fucking great.
The only parts of GTA radio I remember are the Wawa commercial where I go wah 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 wah.
Oh,
wah,
yeah.
wah. That's the sound I love, or something.
That's like Wave 103 maybe,
I don't
or
remember.
Flash 105. I forget.
And then also
Fever 105.
They talked about there was like a pet taxidermy commercial.
Fuck, I don't remember. There was like a talk show though, and the host was
Yeah.
Maurice Chavez, and shit got wild on it. There
It was
like,
like listening to Jerry Springer.
You literally
yeah.
just look up like GTA radio station.
You
on
can.
TikTok
I
and all
put
these
it all on a
shit up.
flash drive at one point because the music was fucking great. Like Fever 105, cruising around in my Cheetah. Oof.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Can we? I need.
Do you like that?
We need. I don't know. That has to be saved and archived
Look, listen.
forever.
That could be
Just say it. She can say that.
That could be a whole skit, honestly.
Oh my god.
It was so fucking good. And the people that are like, "This is stupid," I'm sorry. I'm dying. That was hilarious. Just looking at Zach's face. That's just pure, just
It just felt right,
just coming off the brain.
as it always does.
Off the cuff, one may say.
I'm gonna reel us in here. Hold on, me just get it.
That's gonna be at work a lot.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be saying that
We're
a
gonna go
lot.
to a call. I'm just gonna pull up and go, "Oh my god!"
Oh my god. Okay. Okay. So
Episode
on
7.
Yes, episode 7. My name's Andrew. This is Laughs and Loot podcast, the best podcast you've never heard of. We're gonna start with Zach over here. Hey Zach, how you doing today?
I'm cloudy with a little.
Michael,
chance of
how are you
meatballs.
doing today? Switched it up.
I mean, I never change, but we're here.
And to my left is Jesse. Put that gun down. Put it down. Yeah, so we are the current roster of Laughs and Loot. I don't
For
know.
now.
Yeah, for now. I mean, Jesse threatened leaving last episode, so
That's
I
true.
don't know how long this is going to go.
We might be done at the end of this episode.
Depending on what Zach does, Jesse may just get up and leave.
We're gonna start driving separate cars. We carpool here.
Just in case that happens,
We're
yeah.
gonna stop driving. Stop that. Michael, you gotta pick who you getting picked up by.
I trust both of you guys.
You're not Paul, you're Michael.
Oh fuck.
Anyway, we were on the train to Holmesburg Junction, and Chim Richards gives you a little fun fact here. He says, and I'm just going to read it right off the Philadelphia Inquirer, because he's just got, which is the newspaper in
Is
Philadelphia.
it yellowed and old and
This is the about.
It is, yeah. So it's all folded up and
The
it's
paper
wrinkled.
was also like that before the war. Just so you guys know that.
wasn't bleached.
Zach likes to make fun of Philadelphia because it's like a war zone and it's just a dump. And there are parts that are dumpy. Yeah, look like war zones. Guess
Yeah,
what?
all of it. All of it.
So I didn't know this actually, but so in 1951, a guy named Albert Kligman, a University of Pennsylvania Ivy League school dermatologist, begins experiments on people incarcerated at the prison. for such companies as Johnson & Johnson and Dow Chemical, as well as the U.S. Army. Thanks, Zach.
You're
Thank
welcome.
Thank you for your cervix.
Thank you for your support.
Which commissioned him to test hallucinogenic and psychotropic drugs. The program lasted 23 years. Let's see. He tested an acne medication. He licensed it to Johnson & Johnson, which began selling it.
Do
A
you know which
decade
one it was?
later, Retin A. After discovering its anti-wrinkle use, he issued a new patent, but Penn argues that the right to license, blah, 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 civil disagreements. In 1972, the Associated Press reported on the Tuskegee study of untreated syphilis in the Negro male, and we're going to end it there. Eventually, Philadelphia banned the medical testing at Holmesburg, and it was a very... actually, it closed down not too long ago, 1995.
This is a quote from a newspaper.
And that was
This is just different years, the
Albert
history.
Kligman.
Albert Kligman.
Was he like a warden then, technically? If he was one pushing all these experiments on the inmates?
No, he was just a University of Penn, a UPenn professor that was asked to just go ahead and...
Oh.
Yeah,
So
so
he was a
that,
dermatologist.
that started in 51. So,
That's so wild. What the fuck is going on in Philadelphia?
yeah, a lot.
Wow.
And it did. Then eventually, like the city just like apologized. It was like, so sorry.
Sorry.
So in
We're
2022, the previous mayor Jim Kenney follows with an apology from the city, and
It took that fucking long?
yeah. So in 2021, the dean of Penn Medicine and the interim president of the UPenn issued an apology, calling his experiments, Kligman's experiments, disrespectful. A little bit disrespectful, yeah.
That's it.
A little, I guess, a little bit.
That's like barely even like denouncing
Holy
what he
shit.
did. Yikes.
This is one of the great things I like about that we're doing this in like Philadelphia is like these actual like learning kind of things. Like that's
Yeah.
actually like super sick. Like that's wild.
That's
So
some pretty
yeah,
crazy
and
history.
again in 2003, a group known as the Holmesburg Survivors protest outside the College of Physicians when the College of Physicians was presenting a Lifetime Achievement Award to Kligman,
Yikes.
and then they issued an apology 20 years later.
Did you say
in
that was
20
23?
in 2023? That was in 2003. So they were issuing him a Lifetime Achievement Award in 2003, and then 20 years later they were like, "Oh, sorry."
Like
This is like decently recent.
like making scientific discoveries in an unethical way. Like sure it did things, but like not necessarily award worthy, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I know there's like pictures of a Japanese guy that was exposed. I think it might have been from the bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, but like they kept him alive just to study what was happening, and like all of the skin just sloughed off of his body. Like he's in a bed with like hooks holding his arms and legs up so he wouldn't be touching the bed as much as possible. And they just like did as much as they could to keep him alive and just study what was happening to the body from... Yeah, there's some sick stuff, especially...
Isn't being human a bizarre experience?
Yeah, dude. Especially as a boy in your pubescent years.
What was
Oof,
the
goodness?
what was the train driver's name?
Chim?
Jim
Wow,
Richards.
Jim, that was insane.
Were you guys interested in any refreshments?
No, I'm good.
Take the refreshment.
I'm good.
Refreshments?
How much
Anyone?
is the refreshment?
Another 10 caps.
Would
Do
you take 5?
Are you... What are you taking? The homemade stim packs?
Yeah.
You want one homemade stim pack?
Yeah.
10 caps.
5.
10 caps. Are you stupid or are you deaf?
What are you rolling?
I'm rolling intimidation. That's a 14 plus 2 plus what? Charisma. That's a 16. That's a 19.
Okay, I'll take 5.
Thanks.
Just be
That's-
sure to
whoops,
take this
85.
on an empty stomach.
Great. Paul's hungry.
No, I'm
I
good.
hand it to you.
I
I leave it in your
But he
lap.
doesn't need a stim
leave it in my lap.
So again, it's not really a refreshment. It's like a stim pack for later.
put it in my bag.
I just turn and smile at Paul.
Oh yeah, what kind of bag do you have?
We
like
talked about it. I
we
have that
did.
like
It's a cross body.
little like
a
a
purse?
mailman's bag.
You know, we
Okay,
also
okay, that's
gave
perfect.
me a
And sports.
JanSport backpack we haven't talked about at all. So
It's
inside
green.
my
Yeah,
JanSport,
you didn't want to hold the caps.
I have them though
Yeah, but you're like, I have this bag, but I'm not gonna fucking use it.
in my backpack in case anyone wanted to know. I have Jet,
I like my suitcase.
my
Sorry.
bottle of drink, nondescript.
Bottle of drink. That's
Drink.
right. I forgot about
That's
that.
from Maggie.
Thanks, Maggie.
I have the pistol. I have. Did we get 20 each on the rounds?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
so I have
you had
18 rounds left, and a combat knife. Also a crowbar and 10 bobby pins.
Did
That
I give you
combat
back that
knife-
crowbar?
Huh?
Did I ever give you back that crowbar?
No. You.
We'll just say I did.
Sad.
Probably if Paul wouldn't have kept it. Let's just say you,
That knife's
just
not
say
gonna
you-
do you any good when it's in your backpack. By the way.
By the way.
By terrible placement. By the way.
So
I
we're,
put it in my pocket.
Okay.
so we made it.
You know what?
Yes.
Actually, as we're riding
Toot
along,
toot.
I take the knife out and I just start doing like spin tricks, like the
It's
you
not
know
a
like
butterfly knife.
I'm just like spinning it around my.
No, you need to do like the.
Yeah.
Oh, your Deadpool goes back.
That's a great idea. I'm bored and feeling reckless, so I actually get down on the floor and
Boredom's
I turn
the
and
first
I
step
use
to relapse.
I use the bench that everyone's sitting on, and I'm kind of just like sitting off to the side. Going,
Okay.
The knife game.
That sleight of hand.
Who would that be?
She's using her hands.
I think it'd be sleight of
I
hand.
would
Okay.
say so.
Yeah. Roll for slight. Yeah.
Get a nat
Roll.
one. Where's the
Please.
finger?
I gotta. What do I add to this?
Sleight of hand and dexterity.
Dexterity.
So do I add my dex modifier?
Yes.
Okay, well it doesn't matter. I got a 14.
Damn it.
That's good enough to not chop
Yeah,
myself,
you look
right?
pretty fucking cool doing it because you do not hurt yourself.
Sweet.
So
Paul's a
Chim's
little
like,
uncomfortable.
Chim's actually a little hard right now because he likes a dangerous girl.
It's been a while since we had an erection.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
We
Proud
as a
of you.
podcast have not had an
Proud of
for a
you.
while.
I don't say that enough. You haven't talked about going full candy corn in a long time.
Chim,
He's-
a creep.
So he is like adjusting his waistband, and he looks over.
Waistbands it?
He looks over at Paul, and he goes, "Just from 6 to midnight."
Do I notice this?
Okay.
Or am I too
No,
self-absorbed?
you're like looking really fucking cool playing.
I'll just keep.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. And he's like, he like nods at Paul like just went from 6 to midnight. You know what I'm saying?
Does Paul know what
Paul-
you're saying?
He has
Paul.
no idea. Dead has no idea.
I think Max would just be like,
And then he,
Jim, your pants appear to have gotten tighter.
Do I hear that?
Your
at
blood
least?
flow is heading south.
How's his blood pressure, Max?
yeah,
There's excessive sweating.
you're getting flush.
It appears that Jim Richards has an erection.
Do I hear this? Like, do I lift my head up at this finally?
Excuse me. Yes, you hear Chim Richards has an erection.
I look
Yeah.
up at Max.
It almost
saying
seems like the
that.
PA system on the train.
I look up. Is there anyone else on the train?
No, there is
Okay.
no one.
I look up at Max. I turn to Chim and I go, ugh.
Yeah, because that is a ghoul, actually, after all. But you know what? Chim doesn't see color or race or
Species?
Same species. Yeah, he doesn't see
State
that.
of decay. You don't see state of decay.
Hey, listen, there's some weirdos out there.
I make that noise that I made and I pick up the knife and I say, "Don't you have a train to drive?"
And yeah, he's like, I gotta go.
I turn back to away from
And
him
you
and
guys-
just sit back up on the bench and turn my back.
Well, I mean, you're off. I mean, the train is there. It pulls.
Oh,
in.
we've arrived?
Yes, it pulls in the station.
Okay.
And I'm gonna need to pause that because I gotta blow my nose.
Don't. It's fine. Don't pause it.
Don't
Just-
do it.
Pause.
Is Jessie about to have her? Is Charlie about to have her meltdown?
Depends on what we walk into.
I am actually kind of afraid for Charlie's meltdown because she's a scared bitch.
Haven't had a boner in a while, dude.
Let's get back to our roots, you know?
Yeah.
Snakes and sparklers. It's the good
That's
stuff.
the good stuff.
We coming back in? Are you good?
Yeah.
Coming back in. 3, 2, 1. We're in. Can you feel it?
No. Are you feeling it now? So
Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
you pull up to what is formerly known as the Holmesburg Prison. It's still called the Holmesburg Prison. This is the current. Let's see.
Give me that sweet map.
It has been repurposed into a settlement in the wasteland here. It is in the shape of a star, and not in the star like, hey, you did good on your test, here's a 5-point star. It is like an asterisk sign, like bisecting lines, diagonal, because that's just the way it was built. Deteriorating stone walls. It's a decaying facility overgrown with some ivy. And there's a few people walking outside. They don't seem to be bothered or take any attention to the train station or the train pulling up. Maybe somebody says, "Yo, Chim! Yo!" And that's it. And then he's like, he's got to go. He's waving, but he's got another hand on his waistband. He's embarrassed at this point. Dude was fucking rocking a chub, and it's been a while.
Yikes.
That guy was a little weird, huh, Charlie?
That was an uncomfortable man.
Yeah.
Hard pass.
What does 6 to midnight mean?
Max, do you have that intel stored?
My scans show that 6 to midnight is a slang used to describe a penis going from flaccid to full erection.
Oh, goodness, that's absurd. Now I'm really uncomfortable.
You see, Paul, when can't even finish that. I'm not gonna. I pretend I didn't say that. All right,
What
so
were you
we're-
gonna say?
I was gonna give you like a birds and the bees talk, but I decided
God,
that's
yeah,
out of
let's not do
character right
that.
now. I get up and walk. We're already off the train then, I
Yeah.
guess. All right. What time of day is it?
It's afternoon. It's just noon.
Okay, so that's the door.
Yes, that's the
What are
front door.
those markers? Are those dead trees?
Those are fingers.
Those are all trees. Yeah. This is a hallway, just empty, just a walkway, a little foyer, if you will. And
Oh,
in
wee
there,
wee.
in there is Warden Simmons, and he goes, "Newcomers, welcome. That's great.
I walk
Are-
behind a tree.
Wait, are we inside?
Are you inside the hallway?
No, we're outside.
Oh, we're outside.
I
haven't
I'm
even
sorry.
entered yet.
Because we just got off the
Oof,
train,
I hate
and I asked
hearing
about
that.
the erection.
Wait, what? Sorry. You go behind a tree to do what?
I start digging with my hands in the dirt.
Charlie, what are you doing?
I'm gonna do a
Okay.
scan. Can I do a? I'm gonna do a insight check. I'm gonna do.
You're upsetting Jinxie
You're
Cat.
upsetting Jinxie Cat. I'm gonna do an insight check on Charlie.
I'm just wailing.
You're the wailing ghoul. Okay. What'd you roll for insight?
I got a 14.
Okay. You notice that she's having some sort of meltdown. Do you want to go and ask her about what's going on?
Is Paul watching this unfold?
Yeah, he's concerned.
I mean, I went behind a tree. Are you guys following me behind the tree?
Fuck yeah, we're following you.
Would've.
I mean, you definitely would hear me.
Squad.
You're the leader.
Why am I the
You
leader?
kind of are. You kind of are. Because you know the wasteland. Charlie, are you good?
No.
What's wrong?
What's the point of even continuing?
Max,
Why?
Do you know?
Max doesn't even want me alive. I might as well just stay here.
If he didn't want you
You
alive,
would be
he
much
cover
better
you.
off going with Max.
I'll have the record strike that I never once told Charlie I wanted her dead.
It
Yeah, I don't
doesn't.
recall that either.
I'm not sure what you mean by strapping a bomb to my arm, but
I explained earlier that was a security measure placed in to keep Paul safe.
Paul's not unsafe.
That has yet to be determined.
I keep digging in the dirt with my hands.
What are you digging for, Charlie?
It doesn't matter.
Do you want help?
I got worms.
I think she's looking for worms.
Just want to go fishing.
yeah.
Oh, that's a good bonding exercise.
That's nighttime.
I'm digging my own
You
hole.
look for worms.
You're digging your own hole.
Your own
Yeah, just
grave?
put me in here.
But from what I've learned is you don't really die that way.
Just leave me here under the tree. I see no reason to keep going with
From
you
under
guys.
the cork tree? Is that what it is?
Wow, you want to ditch us?
I don't want to ditch you. I want you to ditch me.
Why?
I'm no good.
What do you mean you're no good?
I'm no good.
You have so
Damaged
much
goods.
insight knowledge, Charlie.
Is it helping?
Yes.
How?
You got us here.
Everything you could need, Max can answer for you, Paul.
I wouldn't have found Max without you.
This is true yet untrue, Charlie. I do not understand what you humans call feelings. I cannot provide to Paul what he needs by an elder adult of human descent.
What am I even providing him, Max? You don't think I can provide him anything good. You don't even trust me. You put a bomb on my arm because you don't trust me. And I
Yes.
don't trust me. I don't trust me either. Put me in this hole.
Paul puts his hand on your shoulder and just says, Charlie, we need you.
A timid-looking man peers out of the doorway.
We're having
of
a
the hallway. And just he pops his.
Can I get?
He's like, okay, no cream, and he pops his head back in, and he disappears. Continue.
I said now is not a good time. I didn't want the salmon.
I said it 4 times. He just runs back in.
I'm trying to decide what's going to convince Charlie that she doesn't need to go in this hole.
I think that's what I'm trying to do too.
Yeah.
You're
Paul.
doing your best.
Yeah,
May I try something to calm Charlie?
of course.
I'm going to access my inventory of all the blood files that I stored, and I'm going to access Charlie's, and I'm going to read the blood sample and find a memory of a male figure that was very influential to Charlie, whether it was when she was younger or middle-aged or even recent, but it's a male figure that she would have listened to.
I'm just still
Digging.
ripping through the ground with my hands. I'm not getting far past, but I'm like, "Ah!"
So Max is
Like
going
losing
to
it.
find the memory of Dr. Kane Reynolds, and after analyzing it, he realizes how much carry that Dr. Reynolds has with Charlie. So he's going to synchronize the voice from this memory into his voice box, and he's going to approach Charlie and say,
Dr. Hargrove, enough. You are better than this. Do not let your anger and despair get the best of you.
I think Charlie stops and looks into the dirt and thinks that she's actually hallucinating.
Did you take something from Chin?
I did not. I pick up my hands and set them on my legs and just take a deep breath, but I'm not getting up or moving yet.
Hit her again, Max.
Charlie, there is more to you than you will ever know. You are kind. You are smart. You are important.
I guess Charlie just takes another deep breath and stands up and wipes her hands on the bark of the tree and then on the duster.
Now you don't look suspicious, Charlie.
And Charlie says, "All right then, anyway."
Just continuing.
We're not gonna. We're not. I'm not. Charlie's not gonna acknowledge this right now because she thinks that she was hallucinating.
Are you good, Charlie?
Yep. Yep. Sorry about that.
So whatever Max did helped.
What do you mean? What Max did?
And you're just like,
Max,
I just wheel around.
here again.
Paul, the task was accomplished. There's no need to continue.
What are you What are you talking about?
Kane Reynolds.
Who's Kane Reynolds?
How do you know about Kane Reynolds?
Max just did his voice.
Max.
Dr. Hargrove.
Where did you just talk to me? Did you copy Dr. Kane's voice?
Yes.
How?
With my artificial intelligence, I am able to read blood samples and pull specific memories, people, or places from those blood samples. I searched your blood sample and I found a superior that you held at high standard. And I used his voice to center you and to calm you down from your rage.
Charlie kind of just takes a deep breath and looks down and contemplates how, one, horrifying that is because she understands how that could be absolutely used as a weapon. And two, then looks up at Max and says, well, thanks, Max.
You are welcome.
Are you okay now, Charlie?
I'm fine, Paul. And then I just start walking away. I really want to avoid. Charlie is absolutely desperate to avoid acknowledging anything that just happened.
Paul just looks at Max and is like, I guess she's okay. Good job, Max.
a shorter, chubbier man peeks his head back out and he goes,
We're done with our moment.
"Hey, newcomers, welcome. Come on in. This is the Holmesburg prison settlement. Not to be associated or have any links to the previous Holmesburg prison that was here. There's no more, I guess should say, attachment to those that were involved with the prison experiment back in the day.
Charlie
So
says,
come on in.
Charlie says, that's a relief.
Come on in. My name is Warden Simmons. I used to be the warden here before the bombs dropped.
Wait, did you say before the bombs dropped?
Yeah. I was the first warden to be in his 20s.
Is he a ghoul?
No.
Hello, Warden Simmons. I am Boltus Maximus. It is nice to meet you.
Paul's just like, wait, what? But you're not a ghoul.
No. There are many tunnels and bunkers underneath here that have protected really myself. I guess I was a bit selfish in using it for myself. But anyway,
Is
Does
there
he
a vault here?
Hey, did he shake my fucking hand?
I kind of stopped. You didn't put your hand out.
sorry.
Yeah, I did.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. I was talking to Paul.
Oh.
Did you?
Sorry.
I didn't introduce myself.
Introduce yourself again.
Did you?
Hi, I'm Boltus Maximus.
Hi, I'm Warden Simmons.
It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. And he puts his hand out. Oh, oh, oh! Jesse, insert the Roblox oof sound.
Of course. Of course.
Can we do that for every time somebody
They
shakes
just might get their
his hand?
blood.
Is that what that's from?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
didn't know that. I thought it
No.
was just a sound.
So I think it was from a kid that actually did it, maybe, and then
Oh, okay.
Roblox incorporated.
Okay,
I don't
okay,
know the
cool,
history.
cool,
Sorry.
From the blood sample, can I tell he's human?
Yes.
Okay. I'm not gonna ask for like all the
He.
demographics.
Yeah. There's no ulterior.
How old
motive
is he
here.
then?
If he was in his
He's
20s.
70.
Yeah.
70
Yeah.
something.
He's old. Yeah. How old's
What's his name again?
His name is Warden Simmons.
What is that? What significance does that have?
I want you to know that I know all the fucking.
I know. Every
A lot
time he
of-
says a name,
yeah.
I look at you, and
It's
every
mostly, it's
lot-
mostly people we come in contact with. I
Yeah.
figured.
Nobody asked for that crazy lady Alberta's name.
I'll say her whole fucking name.
That's a real crazy lady. I think she's recovered now. She's a nice lady.
Yeah, I thought it was somebody else who brought us a baby possum.
Yeah, it's not her.
I was just busy
Should I
kicking
just-
her off the platform.
Yeah,
so.
that was rude, by the way.
She'll never be on a
Uh,
podcast again.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So,
So you got the
confused, Mr. Simmons.
Go ahead.
Is there a vault?
Warden
Sorry, is there a vault underneath this prison?
There's no vault under this prison. It's a very old prison with steam tunnels and other access points that run underneath the prison and do not serve any function besides for the prison's infrastructure.
Can I like roll to see if he's lying?
Yeah.
Well, that's a nat 1, so.
Someone's pooping their pants.
Fuck. There is a rat that is running by and it nips your little Achilles tendon a little bit. And so now any kind of movement you want to do in terms of rolling for something,
Just burns a little bit every
you're
time.
going to roll at disadvantage until the next short rest.
Everything?
If you're trying to like jump over
Oh, just movements.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
Warden Simmons, there's a rat.
There's a lot here. It's okay. It's not. I mean, it may be a mutated rat giving you some radiation, but you're a ghoul. I think
Unbothered.
you're okay.
Yeah.
Ghouls are welcome here.
good to know.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Are robots accepted?
Absolutely. We have no robots here, so this is exciting.
Oh. Okay.
I'm sorry. Were you looking for robots?
I have yet to find another robot.
Ah,
That's
yes.
true.
They are hard to come by. I have not seen one myself, so I'm very glad to have you here. You said your name was
Boltus Maximus,
Ah.
but my friends or users call me Max.
Ouch.
Hello, Max.
Hello.
Hello, Paul.
Hi.
And your name is dear
Charlie.
Charlie. Huh. Charlie, are you from the area? Do I know
No.
you from before the bombs? No.
No.
You went Charlie.
A wizard never gives their full name, but you're not. I know you're not.
Keep your
Wizard.
secrets, wizard.
Just Charlie.
Okay, Charlie.
I don't really remember my past.
How long would you guys like to stay for? We have plenty of beds. There are not as many people here that there used to be.
How many people do you have?
I don't really know off the top of my head. There's probably about 10 or 15.
Oh.
Some people stay. They're kind of wastelanders. There's not much for them to do, and they hang around.
Do you know
Some-
Maggie?
I don't know.
She's a nice lady. If you ever go to Lion's Den,
I-
you should go see her.
I don't leave the prison. Where's the Lion's Den? Where
north.
did you guys
North.
just come up? Oh, you came from the north. Okay.
This dude reminds me of Doug Dimmadome.
Like,
I
could
literally,
talk like
just,
Doug
I
Dimmadome.
literally just picture a short dude with a huge top hat.
You know who I am talking about, though. I
Yeah.
can't do a great impression of him, but I'm not that good at impressions. Does anybody know where? Does anybody have an electric scooter on them?
Is he asking
know
us
where you
this?
can? Yeah, know where you can get an electric scooter.
I can operate as an electric scooter.
I
I've
don't
ridden
want
on
to.
them
I don't
twice.
want to disrespect you like that, Mr. Bolt, Mr. Max.
Warden Simmons, why do
Go
you,
ahead.
Why do you want an electric
I
scooter?
just like scooters.
Fair.
I like
guess-
scooters. I don't have one,
Is there
and
like
I'd really like one.
is there like a place around here that
There's no scooter store now. I
Hmm.
couldn't find one.
like I'm real sorry to hear that. That's a unique
Yeah,
request
anyway,
given the state of the world.
Let
What a luxury it might be to find an
listen.
electric
These
scooter.
hallways are getting long, and I am getting old.
Have you considered retiring?
No,
You're right.
there's no one really here. I mean, I guess Devin could be a warden, but once I'm done and throw the hat down. But anyway, let me take you around. There's really not much to look at. If I take you to the Panopticon,
What's the Panopticon?
if I said that right, that's like the center area of the jail, is Devin. Devin is, and he escorts you to the center here of the star.
Wow, this is cool.
Let me see if I can.
Is this like a big open center tower?
Yeah. So it's not the tower. It's all one level.
Oh, it's all one level.
Yeah,
Sorry.
No, I didn't put any upper levels on this bitch.
I was yawning.
Yo, that
It's just-
sounded like a leopard seal.
I was yawning and I laughed.
So right here is an enclosed area that is a shop where Devin, the gruff, large shopkeeper, works.
Hi, Devin. I'm Paul.
Hey. Hi, Paul. This is the Holmesburg Prison shopping stop.
Watch out. Charlie might punch you.
I don't think so.
I turn and glare at Paul. I'm like,
Who's
excuse
Charlie?
me.
Are you Charlie?
I'm Charlie.
You punched
Charlie.
Pee-wee like twice.
You punched my boy Pee Wee.
Oh,
Do you
fuck.
know Pee Wee?
Yeah, the quick shop,
Quick Cash?
quick cash. I haven't been there.
It
in
sounds
a
like you
long
really know him well.
We went to shopkeeper school together.
Where is the shopkeeper?
It's no longer. It's they lost. Yeah, they went bankrupt years ago.
That checks. I could understand why
Yeah.
someone might not need to attend
Yeah,
shopkeeper
he wasn't a
school
great.
to keep
He
shop.
he didn't do great. He got bad grades.
He still seems as though, I would think one might want to keep their shop tidy and orderly so you can keep track of your, products and
Right.
inventory. It
Right.
looks like a bomb went off inside of his shop, so that makes a lot of sense to me.
He charged me $15
I'm not
for a
surprised.
hat.
What kind of that one you're wearing?
No. Paul reaches in the bag, pulls it out, switches hats, fucking flaps it, and it flaps crooked. 'cause
Yeah,
Charlie
they're
stomped
broken.
it.
Well, yeah, thing's busted. I'd try to get as many caps as I could out of that as well.
Paul puts it back in the bag.
You aren't from around here, are you?
Who?
You, Paul.
Well, no, I came from the Lion's Den.
Well, the Lion's Den is a wasteland settlement. You're not. You don't seem like you're from here.
Well, I'm not from another planet.
Charlie is nodding in approval in the background because she's really appreciating that Paul is learning to lie.
Do I get a plus
and
one on your
he
thing?
he just stands there.
Add
and
one to Paul's relationship. Yeah.
a plus sign above
Does
your head.
Max get one for the voice thing?
I have undecided about how I feel about Max doing that. I think that means you have 2 pluses, Paul.
Hell yeah. it does.
Hello, Devin. I am Boltus Maximus,
Hi.
Do you extend
but
your
you can call me Max.
So he is behind. He is within the square confines of the
it's
shop.
Like it's like a, one of the
Random.
gas stations where they have like bulletproof.
Yeah.
fucking-
Yes.
use it
Precisely. It
inside
is
of a-
Philadelphia after all.
Yeah.
You need bulletproof glass.
Is there a
So-
door?
There is, but it's
Okay.
locked.
Well, I'm sure it is.
It's like
It seems
you
as
have to have
though
99 lock picking.
it seems as though this guy has a little bit more understanding of how to run a decent shop and not, get punched.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen some pretty rough and tumble people come into the Holmesburg prison.
Well, you're in a prison, so it doesn't bode well.
It's no
If this was
longer.
like
It doesn't
Candyland.
serve as a Candyland.
Yeah, like if this was a land full of candy, it would make sense that perhaps you might not need bulletproof glass. That's all.
Yeah. It's been a while since I've had candy.
Wow, that was really clever, Charlie.
Ha.
But this doesn't serve as a prison anymore. We don't have any prisoners. We sure have jail cells, but they're no longer in use.
Could you use them?
Absolutely.
That's kind of cool.
Can we have to talk into our walkie-talkies with you, Max?
Where is Max?
I'm
He's
I'm
right
next
here.
to him.
Yeah. So why are we...
What?
I'm just wondering. What if it was
Come
like,
in.
Can we text your database?
yeah, I wondered if it was like telepathic or.
It'd be like
I
an
need
email, right?
I need nicknames for walkie-talkie use.
Well, she's bad human.
I'm
But-
not talking on the walkie-talkie
like-
right now. I was just curious.
Like,
You mean, like what's our call signs?
yeah, like Big Rig CB radio
Mm,
type.
Mine's Daryl the D-Claw.
Good one. I don't know. I don't got a good one yet.
Okay.
Tune in to the next episode, and I'll have a fucking banger. You wait.
Are you ending it?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was like, oh,
Uh,
you can
you-
sure. Yeah.
I
Well,
have a really good way to end this.
Okay, so, what's your name again?
Devin.
Devin.
it's Devin.
Devin. What have you got
Are
back
you?
there?
Read the name tag, Grandma. You're in my world now.
Is it with an I or no?
Crap.
It's an O.
Ooh,
D
that's a
E V
dangerous
O.
says-
man.
Devon.
It's
How dare you? That's Devin.
it's
That's
It's Devin.
Devon.
it's Devin.
Okay, Devon. What have you got for sale back there?
I'm not selling you anything right now.
Hey, Devin, what do you have for sale back there?
Oh, I'm glad you asked, Paul. I have your regular wares. I have a couple stim packs. I have a 10mm pistol. And I also have a rocket launcher if you're interested. However,
Paul's eyes
it's
get
like 10,000 caps.
crap.
So go for it.
Max,
I might have some other
As
things
they're
too in
talking-
my,
Do you have
My
any fusion
chest.
cells?
I'm fresh out.
as they're talking, I ask if you are able to like sense how many people are in this place.
Beep, boop, boop.
I could run a scan to see how many people are nearby.
Would you mind?
Heat scan.
Charlie, I don't mean to interrupt, but are you the primary user?
No.
She's a secondary user, though.
Okay, yeah, I guess you don't have to run it by Paul.
I wanted to feel special.
It was an 18 on the dice. So like, with
Okay.
my
Yeah, there's like 12 to 15 people, including shopkeepers, regular people that are just kind of like living off the land and not really doing much
How
day
bad?
to day.
How bad does Paul want the rocket launcher?
I mean, not criminally bad.
Oh, okay.
Why?
I got lockpicks. I was just curious.
How many do you have?
10. I mean, I'd have to do a lot of orchestrating here to make this happen. I was just curious.
Paul
Because-
doesn't want it that bad.
Paul doesn't want it that bad. I'm not gonna.
Listen, this is the perfect place to leave you. Because you get locked in a prison cell for being a bad human.
That's a really
Yeah.
interesting thing to
No,
say.
Paul didn't say that. Paul didn't say that. Listen to the voice. This is Paul's voice. Not theirs.
Interesting.
So,
Evan, are we able to rent a room for a temporary time while
You-
we're here?
there is no need for renting here because we need bodies, more people, more eyes to protect the settlement. So I really will not ask you of much
Oh, we can
while
help
you're
with that.
here. But also, you may have to ask the warden. I am not the warden.
Warden Simmons!
And he pops his head and he goes, anybody?
May we acquire a room for our short stay here?
So he leads you to the corridor at the bottom right there. There's plenty of beds. So you're walking in. I'm going to say he's leading you in there. There's people that are still sleeping. There's people that are napping. People that are just laying there staring at the ceiling. Children, women,
Hi, I'm Paul.
some men.
Hi, I'm Paul.
Everybody's dirty. I mean, what's different from Philly anyway, but
If you're from Philly and you listen to the podcast, let us know.
yeah, I don't think there is anybody. But anyway, yeah, you guys can pick 3 beds. Max, do you need a bed?
I do not require it, but I will just pick a space between Charlie and Paul. I just need some real estate on the floor.
That's fine. You don't need a bed. That's great. So,
So we're sharing this room with all the other people?
yeah.
Okay. I look to see where it appears as though beds have not been occupied, like aren't near people.
You
Does that
want
make
some,
sense?
You want some space.
Just like a little bit of privacy.
Yeah, that's fine.
What time of day is it?
It's probably around 3-4 o'clock.
Okay. Okay.
So what, we just pick a cot and hang out?
Pick a cot. You can walk around.
I try to snag Max's attention.
People are starting to like filter back in to either like the common areas or their beds.
Just doing
So-
a normal NPC wandering.
Precisely.
Are we able to like sit outside at night?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
Okay. I, instead of trying to talk to Max, I actually just say, I'm going to go get some air.
Do you want us to come with you, Charlie?
I've already walked away. Like I say it and then I'm just like gone.
Max, can I make a request?
Yes.
Voice type B.
Oh, are you sure?
Yes.
All right. Voice type B granted. Let's go. Oh, fuck.